Linggo, September 19, 11 a.m. hanggang 5 p.m. sa Arcadia Country Park. See you at the festival. Brought to you by the following sponsors.
We've never done this on Kababayan LA before, but there's always the first, always many firsts actually here on our program, and that is why I'm so excited for our show today, because we have with us, straight from the Philippines, he flew in, and he's a very special Kababayan. He's actually deaf. He takes pictures, however, and we're going to be talking to him about that today on the show. His career as a deaf photographer. Alnoe Paler is here. Welcome to Kababayan LA, Alnoe.
Thank you.
And Zelda is here, wife of Alnoe, and she is going to help interpret or do the sign for us in order for Alnoe to understand. Zelda, welcome to the show as well. Thank you for helping us.
Thank you for having us.
We want to get to know Alnoe better. His being deaf, is this something that he was born with, or was it acquired? Is it something that he developed?
I was not born deaf. I became deaf when I was like 2.5 years old because of overdose of medicine.
Mm-hmm. And how was it like, you know, growing up with being deaf? What are the difficulties?
Yes, it has been very difficult growing up. I was sad, frustrated, but I keep trying, and now I'm able to adjust with it.
And now he is doing a lot with his eyes, doing photography. Is it true they say when you have when you have this ability, you train your other senses to be sharper?
Yes, that is true. Hearing person have like 5 senses, but for deaf, I feel like we have more than 5. We have developed keen sense of touch, sight, feeling, and yeah, we have many kinds of different senses.
And let's talk about your eye for beauty. Obviously, you do that for your photography. When did this start? Was it a passion first and then a skill, or a skill first and then passion?
Photography for me started when I saw my mom she had a format camera. I didn't understand what it was, and then I saw my uncle taking pictures. I was very curious, and I just observed how pictures are taken. And then when I was in school, in the university where I studied, there was a subject in photography, and yeah, that's how I developed. I joined different competitions, and luckily I joined, and this picture, I won this first prize. And because of winning that picture, Philippine Daily Inquirer endorsed me to the Cebu Daily News, and I became a photojournalist. And then being a photojournalist opened many opportunities for me, and it opened my mind.
All right. But what about, what's your favorite subject in terms of photography? Do you mostly, like a photojournalist, do you mostly do hard news, or do you mostly do lifestyle? Do you do stills? Do you do sceneries, tourism? What inspires you to take pictures?
I like taking pictures of nature, about people with disabilities, about human interest. Those are my favorite subjects.
And I know that one of the reasons that you're here is to showcase some of your works at the DEAFestival. Can you tell us a little bit about the DEAFestival?
Yes, okay. DEAFestival here in Los Angeles. Many young deaf students gather together, and then they show their talents. They dance, different arts. This September is the Deaf Awareness Month here in Los Angeles. So on September 25, that's next week, is the DEAFestival.
And we have the details on the screen right now. Let us celebrate Deaf Awareness Month. I just have one last question. I know that we're running out of time, but this intrigues me. How did you guys meet? How was your love story like? Ikaw daw sumagot.
No, I will just let him. Yeah, I was interpreting in church for the cardinal, for the for the Sinulog Festival, one of the very popular festival in Cebu. So I was interpreting. It was very early morning, and since during Sinulog the streets are all closed, so I was walking down downtown Cebu, and Alnoe was also there taking pictures because he joined the photography competition. I was walking with a deaf friend, and then Alnoe was there taking pictures, and then so we were introduced.
And it was love at first sight. Right? Love at first sight. So thank you so much today thank you, right?
Yes.
Thank you for joining us on Kababayan LA and for sharing your talent with us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we hope to have you back, and next time we'll talk about your love at first sight story. All right, more power to you.
Thank you very much.
Magbabalik pa ang Kababayan LA. Don't go away.
Ang Kababayan LA ay hatid sa inyo ng McDonald's at ang mga bagong McCafe Espresso drinks. McDonald's na ba ang inyong bagong coffee house? Ang mga bagong McCafe Espresso drinks ay mabilis, masarap at mas mura pa. Kahit saan, kahit kailan.
Zoom.com is the fastest way to remit money through the internet.
With 24/7 cash pickup.
in every corner of the Philippines.